in their head.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is Martin, and that's out number 2.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Carlos Correa. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuffed.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Lester ready, the 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. That's a swinging curveball that's down. But a superstar player like him not catching up to it, you got to pump your chest right there, feel good about your pitch.
Dahl comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Here's Corey Seager. Certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Into the windup and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2-1. Here's Lester's offering. Favorable call in there for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Mike Trout. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now the first pitch here from Lester. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Here's Byung-ho Park. The early season average pushing up near 350, so he's definitely been a bright spot for his ball club. Lester sets. First pitch on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. And a changeup that time. Swing and a ball sent high and deep. This one is gone. A home run. Taylor Motter steps into the box, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is fouled at the plate. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 12. Mark Reynolds.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Mark Reynolds is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. And Reynolds wisely lays off there. It's 1-2 now.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Batting sixth.
Digging in the
right
switch
fielder,
hitter, Ben Zobrist. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. A little bouncer. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Kyle Seager. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Baseman, Kyle Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Seager will wait on the 1-0. 2-0.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Mitch Haniger. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And that misses, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Here's Leonys Martin. First time to the plate for him, and he's carrying an eye-popping batting line with him. Up in the 360s to start play. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to fun here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Montero
sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first
left
out.
Fielder number 3, Chris
First pitch
Taylor.
of the at-bat. Chris Taylor stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
Batting 9th.
Stepping into the box, Pablo Sandoval. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate, as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Hit hard on the ground to second. Altuve has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Here now is Mike Zunino, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And he misses again, 2-0. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Jose Altuve.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Bases are empty, one man out. And he just misses with a curveball.
I like that backdoor breaking ball right there. 0-1. Show him something on the outside half. He swings. He's probably going to roll over it. If not, you might get the call. You didn't get it there, but I like the selection.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Here's Lester now on 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa from deep in the hole. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Seager. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. One out and a runner on second base. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1 for Altuve. Stolen base number 16 so far. 1-1 on its way from Lester. A pitch out. The throw. And they must have known something was up there as he's nailed at third after the pitch out. And the pitch on 2-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, David Dahl. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
David Dahl.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success. Boy, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Ready for another chance. Number 8. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
8.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Popped up. Back behind second. Altuve is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Carlos Correa now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Hernandez readies the 1-1 to short. To his right, Seager throw gets him 2 down. Digging in for his second at bat, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Fielder, Mike Trout.
Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's setting fastball. He wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
Here's the 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Zobrist. 1 away. Ready to take his hacks again, Byung-Ho Park, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Taylor Motter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Lester ready, the 1-0. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Well, he really struggled in the first inning. Say struggled is kind. He really had a bad first, but man, he's made a nice adjustment now and is really starting to dominate this game.
Here's Lester now on 2-2. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Striding into the box, Sean O'Malley. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sean O'Malley.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Runners on the move for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing. Here's Mark Reynolds. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
The first baseman, number 12. Mark
into the windup
Reynolds.
And the pitch. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pulled toward right center field. Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is going to be a foul ball. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Motter is in pursuit. He makes the catch. What a play. Digging in, Sean O'Malley. first at-bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Dahl, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Mitch Haniger. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mitch Haniger.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. At the plate, Leonys Martin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Taylor is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here now is Mike Zunino. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. Now Lester's 0-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Montero gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 3, Chris
First
Taylor.
pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
We are watching a great pitcher just carving up this lineup right now. Now he's got this guy 0-2. When you get a 0-2 against a guy like this, well, the results are not going to be very positive. I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
So he got him swinging. Chris Taylor becomes the first out of the inning. Pablo Sandoval comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Right side hit hard, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Number 8. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
I think he wanted that pitch right there, but you know what? He's been throwing the ball real well tonight.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. Correa is up with it. No problem here. 1 away. Here's Corey Seager. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Mike Trout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all, if that's what it was trying to be. It stayed high. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. On a rope to the second baseman. Throwing behind the runner. Not in time. Here's Byung-Ho Park. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. Drilled on the ground to short. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Digging in once again, Taylor Motter. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Lester sets. Here's the 0-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got an 0-2 count. You waste one. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Late that time for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Hernandez still working on his shutout here through 6 1/3 innings. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. And now a pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trout on the run. He gets there, but he missed it. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Ready once again, Mark Reynolds.
12.
Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. From the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And there's ball 2 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. To third. O'Malley has it. On to first as Reynolds is a ground out victim here. 2 away. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. To the right side and through, a base hit. Schwarber is on his way home. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Montero. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he is out on the tag. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean O'Malley. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Sean O'Malley.
Lifted in the air to right field. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Mitch Haniger. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Here's Leonis Martin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Leonis Martin.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Mike Zunino.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off is Martin. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. 2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple runs.
High in the air out to center field. Dahl has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Chris Taylor, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The left fielder, number 3, Chris
First delivery
Taylor.
to him on the way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
I've been so impressed how he's got ahead of hitters. He's been over 80% in the game right now. First pitch strike to hitters. When you do that, you're going to have good success.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit to first. Park has it. The tag, and he is out. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out. Here's the second baseman. Jose
Leading off for the
Altuve.
Mariners, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The pitch. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Zobrist has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. So stepping in, Corey Seager. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a runner at first now with one away, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Pedro Strop enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Pedro Strop. This change defensively for the Cubs. Now
first pitch coming. Here it is.
Number 36.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
First baseman.
Striding in, Young-Ho Park. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to the Luis Valbuena. We'll look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Number 46.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Perez with a good fastball there to start the at-bat. No balls and a strike. He enters play here at 288. 5 homers, 9 driven in. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires. Standing in, number 8. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Trout is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Fastball called strike. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but will come up empty. It's a base hit. In now, Kyle Schwarber. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Now a move over to first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The win would belong to Felix Hernandez if the lead holds up. And he misses with it. 1-1. Now a flare out to left center. Coming in is Martin. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Mark Reynolds. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And Reynolds wisely lays off there. It's 1-2 now. A little over 47,000 fans on their feet here in Seattle. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Felix Hernandez. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the ninth, but still 8 strong innings from him. Really showed a lot in this one.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Felix Hernandez. He's